So UFC on ESPN Plus 12, Renato Moicano versus the Korean Zombie took place last night at Greenville, fight night 154. And this is me fucking reacting to it start to finish. Let's go through the entire fucking event. I watched all of the prelims this morning. I missed them yesterday because I was watching the Bellator London main fights. So let's start with Darren Wynn versus Eric Spicely. I like Darren Wynn. A lot of hype was put on him before this and he was supposed to win. I predicted him to win by unanimous decision. I didn't think he was going to stand with Eric Spicely the whole time, but I guess that shows that he doesn't have as much confidence in his wrestling as I thought he would, mainly because Eric Spicely's good off his back on the ground, so maybe he didn't want to go there and risk it when he thought he could easily outstrike him. Either way, he showed holes in his UFC debut. He doesn't like the clinch. Anyone who understands the clinch in MMA is going to give him big problems kneeing him in his short little face. However, he is very charismatic. He won over the crowd with his comments about being short, but he's going to walk his short little legs right to the title. I get it. He's very DC-esque in his humour, and the way he acts and the way he talks, and in his size and stature and game plan. Get on the inside and box, or take a guy down. That's how it seems to work for him. Either way, he gets the job done, but too many holes for me. Don't rush Darren Wynn now. Let him build his way up. I want to see about 5 wins against unranked opponents before you give him to the top. Maybe 4, because middleweight's not as in-depth as the lower weight classes are like lightweight. But either way, too many holes, man. And a guy like Israel Adesanya, when you understand that clinch from years of stand-up, you're going to fucking piece the shit out of him with knees over and over again, and you're going to knock him out. He was wobbled in that fight against Eric Spicely. And as much as I like Eric Spicely, and he's a known guy, he's been around, not the best. You know what I'm saying? Unranked for a reason. He ain't the fucking best. And he gave Darren Wynn some big problems. But Darren Wynn's young. He's young in his career. Give him time. He'll evolve. He's at AKA. He's got a good gym. One reason I feel like he felt comfortable in a tie clinch was because when you're a wrestler, you don't mind being put in a tie clinch because you can easily go for a double leg from that clinch to escape it. But seeing as Darren Wynn didn't want to take Spicely down, I'm assuming he had a full sense of confidence in the clinch because he was like, oh, I can just take him down. Oh, wait, no, I'm not supposed to take him down because he's good off his back. Oh, fuck, I'm stuck here. Donk, fucking getting kneed in the face. So I feel like there was some hesitation there, and I'm going to put it down to that because I feel like that's what makes sense. Either way, Darren Wynn did a good performance and he got the win. That's what he was supposed to do. Good job. Molly McCann, Meatball, got a win over Ariane Lipski. I'll tell you, she isn't the most dainty. She isn't princess looking and fucking supermodel looking. She's attractive, but she ain't like fucking get her nails done before the fight so she can get an extra paycheck. She's going to get her extra paychecks by being entertaining. I'll tell you that much. Molly McCann, the crowd was chanting fucking Meatball. You know what I'm saying? The crowd was chanting Meatball. She was doing fucking Ali shuffles in the 3rd round. She was piecing up Ariane Lipski. She's an entertaining fighter. She goes for the finish. She doesn't just take girls down. She fucking picks them up and slams them WWE style. Then signals to the crowd. I like Molly McCann. She's coming out of Liverpool, England. She's on a few wins in a row now. She last beat Hannah Cyphers, I believe, at UFC London. And hey, she may not get there. She's going to get there with just being an entertaining fighter. A lot of times when female fights come on in the UFC, you're like, time to go get something to eat. Time to go for a shit quickly. You know what I'm saying? But Molly McCann's a kind of female fight where you can put her on the main card now. No more prelims for Molly McCann. If you're going to put a female fight on the main card, make it Molly McCann on a fight night. Main card worthy. She's so entertaining that it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You just need to put her on the main card because that's what should get you on a main card. Win streak, entertaining. She's both of those things. Put her on the main card regardless of what's between her legs. Yair Rozenstruik versus Alan Crowder gets a knockout in the 1st round. I predicted he would get a knockout in the 1st round. I predicted Molly McCann would get a unanimous decision as well. I'm 3 for 3 on this so far. Yair Rozenstruik gets knocked out in the 1st round. Very Todd Duffy-esque with the jab and knockdown. And he just finishes off Alan Crowder viciously. And it makes you think about levels of striking. Just how bad is Greg fucking Hardy? You know what I'm saying? Yair Rozenstruik had about 60 fucking kickboxing fights. He's a veteran of the stand-up game. I don't want him to rush him. Because I feel like a wrestler would shoot straight away and potentially take him down and control him there. But he's a dangerous fucking guy. I'd like to see him maybe fight Justin Willis. Maybe Tuivasa. Maybe the winner of Arlovsky versus Rothwell. That'd be a good fight for him. Maybe he fights Sergey Spivak, who's a guy who came off a win over Andrei Arlovsky, who's a stand-up guy. That might be a winnable fight for him. There's a lot of guys. Maybe Junior Albini if he loses again. Just to lay up fucking Rosenstrick's career. Because Albini, let's face it. Terrible. Let's be real. Fucking terrible. But yes, Yair Rosenstrick, first round knockout, as I said. Luis Pena gets Matt Wyman a finish in the third round, as I predicted. Third round finish for Luis Pena or a decision win. He gets the job done. Matt Wyman just was never in the fight. Like, he was landing good leg kicks, but Luis Pena is such a big, rangy lightweight. And Matt Wyman, much as I appreciate older guys coming back, the game evolves while you're gone. You know what I'm saying? You don't come back and pick up where you left off. You come back and you're at the bottom of the fucking queue. And you're going to have to work your way back up again. And he got finished here. It wasn't that bad. He didn't get put out cold. But he did take a lot of fucking damage. And Luis Pena, hey, he puts on a good performance. But I'd like to see a step up in competition from him. I really would. Put him against someone that is a bit more noteworthy. I don't know who, but someone just outside the rankings in the 15 to 25 range. You know what I'm saying? I'd like that shit. Ashley Yoda versus Sayuri Kondo. Ashley Yoda gets unanimous decision, as I predicted. She gets the job done. Someone gave it a 30-24, just because she controlled Sayuri Kondo on the ground the entire fight. Boring, but good. Moving on. Kevin Aguilar. Dan Ige defeats Kevin Aguilar. Fucking sensational win for Dan Ige. He's a savage. He's a Hawaiian-Japanese mixture of a savage. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking amazing. To beat fucking Kevin Aguilar. Kevin Aguilar's what, 17-1? 18-1, something ridiculous like that. Even if it wasn't against UFC caliber opponents, he'd put together wins in the UFC, 2 in a row to be precise. And even if that is outside of the UFC, to win that many in a row and lose one fight only, that's a sensational record. And Dan Ige just proved that, hey, him versus Bryce Mitchell, I don't mind that matchup. That's a good fucking matchup. I'd like to see it. So let's make that shit next. He called out Bryce Mitchell at the end. Bryce Mitchell, I believe, responded. Him versus Bryce Mitchell to decide who's the next contender. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? What else is going on? Let's make it fucking happen. Good job from Dan Ige. He gets the job done. Let's see where he goes from here. One more win and he's getting a ranked opponent. Guaranteed. But he's young. He's got time. And he's coming into his prime. So good job, Dan Ige. Gets the job done. Kevin Holland defeats Alessio Di Chirico versus unanimous decision. He tore his shoulder out of place in the second round and still got the win. Even though, again, he didn't live up to expectations. He has the potential to piece guys up and look real fucking good doing it. He just never seems to get it off. And this time it was because he tore his shoulder out of place. Last time I think he had an injury as well. Things just aren't seem to be going his way. But either way, he's on a 3-fight win streak. So, you know, that's a good win streak at middleweight. Especially the way the middleweight division is right now. That could get you a shot in the top 15. And maybe it will get him a shot in the top 15. Kevin Holland versus Uriah Hall sounds good. Kevin Holland versus Brad Tavares sounds good. Let me know when you think I'm boring you, because these fights are good fights to make. It'll be a good jump up for Kevin Holland, but I think that when he's healthy and when he's on and it's his night, he can beat a few guys. And he's only getting better as well. He's a young guy and he's only getting better. And he got a win over Alessio Di Chirico, so, you know. And he's entertaining. You know, like when he speaks on the mic, the crowd gets behind him. And the crowd got behind everyone tonight. I like the crowd in Greenville. Because they were an entertaining crowd. They didn't boo for boring fights. They just cheered for anything. And it was nice. It was a nice feel-good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Andre Lee defeats Montana. And I predicted Kevin Holland was going to win. And I predicted Dan Ige was going to win as well by unanimous decision. Andre Lee defeats Montana De La Rosa by unanimous decision. Again, I predicted that one as well. Undefeated so far. You can check out the prediction video on my channel, I'm sure. She got the win. Unanimous decision. Dominated the entire fight. I thought that maybe a round could have gone to Montana De La Rosa. So I agree with the 29-28 scoring. But they gave it 2 30-27s. And Andrea Lee's the next one at females flyweight. You know, it's an empty division, so don't rush her. Let's just build her up slowly. Get her a few more fights, and that's what her management said. Her management said, we don't want to take on any top contenders. We just want to build her up and take on a few more fights. And I like that style. I like that management as well. Because you don't want to be the next Aaron fucking Pico. You know what I'm saying? Andre Ewell versus Anderson Dos Santos. If this didn't get fight of the night, I don't know what could have. Because this was a great fucking fight. It should have got fight of the night for sure. Because this was a great fight. Andre Ewell really came... This was a coming out party for Andre Ewell. He got gifted a main card spot when Rob Font and John Lineker got pulled out of the event. He got gifted a main card spot and he fucking performed. And although it wasn't that impressive, in a win by a finish or something. Like, he didn't outclass the guy. He put on an entertaining fight and a really fucking good performance and cheered up the crowd, spoke on the post-fight, showed his charisma, got some attention to his name, and now he's earned his way onto a main card of any other fight night. So that's what he got, and he seized the opportunity with both hands. And I'm telling you guys, Nathaniel Wood, Jesus Christ, like, you watch what Andre Ewell can do here against another game opponent in Anderson Dos Santos with a tough chin, and you watch what fucking Nathaniel Wood did to Andre Ewell. Beat the shit out of him on the feet, chewed away his fucking legs, stunned him all over the place on the feet as well, landed big shots, then took him down and mauled him on the ground and controlled him and got the submission victory at the end. It's showing you how good Nathaniel Wood is. That's what I love. When a guy beats someone and the guy who lost goes on to win again. Because it shows that the guy who beat them initially didn't just get a guy that was terrible. It makes them look better as well. You know what I'm saying? So I like that shit. Andre Ewell, I don't know where he goes from here, but just keep racking together some wins if you can. You're doing good. You just got paid, I'm sure, with a win bonus and a fight of the night bonus. So yeah, spend it wisely and get back to training. Randy Brown versus Brian Barberena was the only fight so far I've got wrong. I thought Andre Ewell was going to get the win over Anderson Dos Santos. Randy Brown showed what a savage he is. He was much bigger in there. Much, much bigger. Bullied around Brian Barberena. Didn't let Barberena get off any shots that you, like, any unanswered shots. Brian Barberena could only throw leg kicks. He could never get on the inside to land any punches and do any good damage to the head or the body. And Randy Brown used that range and just bullied him around and got the finish in the third round. Great performance from Randy Brown. I'd like to see him versus Vincent Luque next. That's a great fight. Randy Brown, Vincent Luque. Luque just beat Brian Barberena. So did Randy Brown. They're both looking for opponents. Brown versus Luque. And if not, then give Brown someone just outside the top 15. I don't mind, honestly. If he's not ready for that, maybe we do Randy Brown versus Mike. I don't want to waste Mike Perry on that. Mike Perry needs to fight a ranked guy to really make use of his name. So maybe Randy Brown versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Black on black crime. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Randy Brown versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan. The winner gets their shot against a ranked opponent. Really? Mum just came upstairs again. Korean Zombie knocked out Moicano. He should fight Steven Zoraldo next. Moicano should fight Shane Burgos or Calvin Kattar. Goodbye. See you later. Like and subscribe.